So thank you for meeting with me today, Lara, as we're doing another installment of our Engagement Whisperer series here at Engagys. You teach healthcare writing at New York University, and you're a health communicator here at Engagys. What are some of the commonalities between those two roles?
As a writer, I'm always thinking about my audience, how to make my messages relevant, what channels are the best way to deliver that message, and what format they take. So that's really the commonality between both of my roles. So in making my messages relevant, as an instructor during the pandemic, I received a postcard with health messages on how to stay safe. Now I've used that postcard in my course as a real life example to really hit home with the students how to make messages relevant. So the same goes for healthcare consumers, right? I don't want to roll out a swimming safety message during December in the Northeast. Relevance is what makes your messages sticky and easier to remember. And that helps improve consumers' likelihood of taking action on that message and changing their behavior. So, my students are able to use that postcard to evaluate and critique the postcard, brainstorm ways to improve the message. So it's all around finding something that is timely, actionable, and relevant to your audience. As far as channels go, students are busy. So it's really important for me as an instructor to figure out how to break through the noise of their day-to-day lives. And that goes the same for healthcare consumers. A lot of times we need to tailor our messages across time and across channels so that those messages, again, are sticky. With students, I often communicate with them or reach them over email. I'm posting announcements in our learning management system online, and I provide feedback on their assignments. So I'm using a variety of channels to engage them. And healthcare consumers aren't any different. At Engagys, our omni-channel orchestration expertise extends across channels and time. We design, deliver, and create messages that drive action and change behavior. And we do that across a variety of populations, from commercial audiences, Medicaid and Medicare populations as well.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I love that you've been able to kind of show these commonalities across both your students and healthcare consumers.
Yeah. And Melissa, kind of the final thing I think about is really comprehension style. So everyone learns differently. Everyone absorbs messages differently. As I continue to teach, I've been teaching about 7 years now. As I teach this newer generation of students, the thing that really stands out to me is that everyone learns differently. Some students prefer audio feedback, some prefer asynchronous written feedback, and others really shine when they learn visually. So the impetus is really on me as an instructor to develop courses, discussions, activities that support all of those different learning styles. And again, that goes the same as healthcare consumers as well. So at Engagys, we develop our omni-channel communications, whether that's audio, so voicemail messages, print mailers that consumers will read, digital tools, interactive digital tools, or even portal messages.
It is so important. And you're right, everyone learns and hears things differently, and how people consume information varies so much. I know with a lot of the work that we do here at Engagys, a lot of the communications work, we're often testing what works, what doesn't work, why does this work, and how can we replicate that across different populations. What do you think is so important about A/B testing specifically?
What A/B testing has done for me as both an instructor and a health communicator is it's allowed me to make data-driven decisions. So whether I am testing out different instructional methods or feedback strategies with students, or as a health communicator, whether I'm testing campaign A against campaign B with a specific audience, I'm able to measure the impact and see which one is driving that key behavior change that we're looking for, or that key outcome that we're looking for. Um, in both fields, A/B testing is really transforming a squishy intuition into something that's measurable and quantifiable.
That's great. We definitely cannot measure squishy intuition, so that is perfect. Um, so Laura, what do you think is the best advice that you typically share with your students or writers who want to break into the field of health communications?
So there's usually three tips that come to mind. The first, I think, is so important, and I know you feel strongly about this, Melissa. It's stay curious, ask why. The American healthcare system is so complicated and it's constantly evolving. Every successful writer that I've worked with has had a curious mind. It's a great way to um, stay on top of what's going on in the industry. So always ask questions, stay curious. The second tip is and read some more. So I always encourage my students, if they're interested in exploring a career in healthcare writing, sign up for those industry publications. Jump on LinkedIn, follow organizations or writers or other thought leaders that you admire. It really goes a long way when you're informed and you're starting your career as a writer and as a health communicator. And the third tip is explore through informational interviews. So think about the types of organizations you might be interested, the types of roles you might be interested in, and have schedule an informational interview. These are not a job interview. It's really just an information gathering or a data gathering exercise where you learn about an organization, whether that's a physicians group in a hospital, whether that's a health insurance plan, whether that's a healthcare technology company, or even a consumer advocacy organization. Understanding kind of what the goals and priorities are of that organization can really help you figure out if you think that might be a good fit for you.
Those are excellent tips. And frankly, not even just for folks who are thinking about getting into healthcare communications, but any field. So those are great, Laura. Thank you. Um, I just want to thank you for joining me today and for telling us a little bit about what you do at NYU and how that relates to your day job. And we appreciate that, Laura. So thank you.
Thanks, Melissa.